Hello, it's Novelist Dienne. Happy New Year, you guys. Hopefully, by the time that I upload this video, it will be New Year's Day. I don't know how YouTube is going to work because honestly, this is going to be like my first time recording. Technically, not my first. I deleted my other one. But, first things first, Happy New Year's, you guys. 2018. Happy birthday to all the New Year's babies. That includes my mother. Hopefully she never sees this video. And last but not least, okay, hopefully there's a timestamp. Hopefully if I remember to put it in. But if you are Haitian, okay, if you are Haitian, you know what day it is for us. January 1st is our Independence Day, honey. That is our Independence Day. So I'm going to raise my, imaginary cup of soup. Bouillon. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, but you guys will correct me. Either way, spam soup in the chat because sadly, my mom did not make soup. Actually, we didn't get the ingredients at all. But I'm about to make some mac and cheese today. So anyway, let's continue. I actually want to talk about 2018 reading revolutions, or at least what I want to start doing in 2018. Okay, I didn't make any plans for this year. I just kept reading some of the same books over and over again. And I must say, I need to challenge myself next year. So I already have my notes, of what I want to do. So let's start for what I want to do next year. I want to re-annotate my notes, okay? Well, technically my books, because honestly, for some odd reason, I stopped, okay? I just completely stopped. I used to do it a lot. I love writing in my books, but I guess over time, like when I start reading, shitty books, which sadly, over the past few years has been a lot of shitty books. And since I can't resell them when I write in them, I guess I've been hesitant to write in them. But hopefully that changes this year because I already have a whole bunch of books I already want to start writing in. And after this, I'll be filming my haul. Anyway, so besides annotating my books, I want to finish the Song of Ice and Fires. Bitch. I had started reading the first book near the end of 2016. Feel free to shame me. I know. And the thing is, I watched the show. Please don't spoil me for the recent season because I hadn't watched it yet. But honestly, I know I'm going to love it. It has sex, dragons, political intrigue, death, emotional torture, because apparently I really love to torture myself, especially when it comes for attachment to characters I know I care about but are probably gonna die. And it's nice to know that nobody's safe, because frankly I'm sick and tired of, except for a certain book. I hope that nobody dies in that certain book, but we'll talk about that book later. But so far I like it a lot. And what else do I want? But for some, and the worst part is I have no excuse. Like, I literally have all the books downstairs, and I also have all the audiobooks. I have no excuse, man. And the thing is, I had to reread the first book because I forgot where I left off. I'm pretty sure I do, but then again, I forgot the details. And I already started annotating it, but I want to come up with a new annotating system, okay? Anyway, that's going to be a challenge. Hopefully, I start doing that. And the next one, I really want to start reading more sci-fi. And, oh, God. Listen, you guys, sci-fi is not my forte. I really don't like the genre at all. But I really want to start reading more sci-fi and more fantasy books by people of color, okay? Whether it's black, mostly black, and other colors. Like, honestly, like, I realize how much I don't have that, like, at all. And like this semester I actually started reading Jesus Christ, and I have the book somewhere. But I started to read, oh God, it's gonna escape my mind. Jesus. I hate myself for this. But either way, we're going to move on. But it was a book by Octavia Butler. And the thing is, I gave that book about 3 stars, okay? 3 stars, but it was okay. But it was my first time actually reading a sci-fi book from a woman of color, or basically people of color in general. And it kind of reads like a historical fiction. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit me in the head, you know? Ugh. Oh yeah, Kindred. It's called Kindred, okay? If you want to check it out. Either way, I give it about 3 stars. I was about to give it 2.5, but I was like, no, let me be nice a little bit. But ever since I read that book, I kind of want to open, you know, my eyes to more books by people of color. And to name a few, there's the, well, first things first, I really want to read everything by N.K. Jemisin. Yeah, I already have the entire Inheritance trilogy somewhere. For the life of me, I cannot find it, and I just freaking bought it. See, the way that my luck runs, I'm probably gonna find it as soon as I turn off this video. So everything by N.K. Jemisin. I already have the Dreamblood duology, the complete one, in my cart, but I have yet to check out. I guess I'm waiting, and I'm probably, you know what? I want to save space like a New Yorker, so I'll probably just save with, you know, that one book instead of buying 2 separate books. And I already have the first book of the Broken Earth series. And thanks to Andrea, she's the one who recommended this to me, you know, indirectly, you know how Big T works. Oh my goodness. And then there's the hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Hold up, let me get my notes. Akata Witch. And for the life of me, I cannot pronounce her last name. But hopefully her first name is Nadine? Hopefully I got it. Either way, it's in a Nigerian, based on what I'm reading, because I already have the audiobook, and I'm halfway through. It's basically the Nigerian Harry Potter, based on what everybody's saying. And it has the Percy Jackson way of, you know, describing disabilities, both physical and mental, and learning disabilities. And I really love it. Like, honestly, I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh my gosh, where was this book when I was younger? And the thing is, listen. I do not like Harry Potter at all. Attack me. I don't give a fuck. I DNF'd the whole series. We'll talk later about that. Hopefully on a later date. But honestly, I don't like that series, but I do like this. And I really wish I had the series when I was younger. You know? But honestly, I freaking love it. And so far, there's already 2 books out there. To me, it's a quick read. And honestly, I learned a lot more about Nigerian culture than I did anywhere else. And I had to ask my friend who's she's not Nigerian, but she's African. And then she started fact checking this for me. I was like, oh, I had no clue that there was, like, honestly, I had no clue that there was a lot of albino people in Nigeria. And it's pretty damn cool. And oh my God, it's awesome. I freaking love it. And the thing is, here's the thing, y'all. Come closer. I love witches. Like, I honestly do. But it gets really, really, really tiring when I see an European-based witch. And this is the first time I've seen an African-based witch. And I don't really go that deep into, you know, African folklore. Except for, you know what? Let me not disrespect anybody. You know, if you do voodoo, then it's religion to you. In fact, in Haiti, it's one of the major religions next to being Catholic. But honestly, either way, that's another time. But so far, that's my major goal so far. And speaking of Percy Jackson, I have never read anything by Rick Riordan. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And my best friend, the same friend I talked about earlier, hi Joanna, she has almost every book. And the thing is, she's been trying to get me into it. I don't know where to start. I'll probably start with the Percy Jackson series, but if I like it, I'll probably continue. I feel like maybe I might like it, but then again, I'm like, ugh. All I know is that there's some LGBTQ characters, which I like, because I am part of the community. Hey, girls. In general. But hopefully I like it. But then again, I already load myself too much with all these books that I want to read. Hopefully I can keep up and stop reading fan fiction, which is what I've been doing this year as well. Listen. Fan fictions are awesome, okay? And some of them are pretty developed, okay? Bye. Anyway, let's see. A few classics. Like, okay, I'm gonna make a confession. There's a few classics I have never read. First of all, To Kill a Mockingbird. I've never read it. And I can almost feel Peter Monn. Hey, how you doing? I can almost feel him going like, oh, you never watch it. And the thing is, I never even watched the movie. Like, at all. None of it. And I also, let's see, Fahrenheit 451 or 451 Fahrenheit. I've never read that book, but I read one of his other series. It was a short story. Either way, there's a few. Oh, Clockwork Orange. What are a few classics that I have never read? Oh my goodness. Pride and Prejudice, but I probably will never read that, honestly. I can't. I hated the movie. Okay, I hated the show. Like, no. Probably anything by Jane Eyre. I probably have to, no. I read some of it in high school, but I was like, no, I can't. I really can't. What else? I know there's a few classics that I'm missing, and they'll probably pop up in my head, but there's a few classics that I have not read that I'm ashamed of. Anything by Toni Morrison. And the thing is, I have Sula downloaded on my computer, so I should be able to read that pretty soon, hopefully. Hopefully, if I can keep my promises to myself. Honestly, there's a few classics that's like gone, and ooh, how could I forget? The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I really want to read it, and I have the book downstairs. Actually, it's the Barnes and Noble's version. I'm not sure if it's different from any other versions, but hopefully you guys can tell me. But honestly, I love the Disney movie so much and I actually like the play, at least the music from the French version of the play. Oh my God, it's wonderful. I'll probably link a few of the music down below. But honestly, The Hunchback of Notre Dame is probably my favorite. And when I learned, the true story that I spoiled myself for of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I was like, oh, I have to read it, as devastating as that is. Either way, hopefully I love it. I really want to read more nonfiction, starting with psychology and probably a few more memoirs. Actually, there's one memoir that I have in mind called Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I'll probably link a few videos down below as well about him, but especially one of his famous cases. Honestly, I really want to read that book first, especially for as a bio about him. And he's still alive. And the thing is, he used to live actually he grew up a few miles away from me, even though I was not born in the state. I refuse to claim this state as mine. Anyway, what else? So we got Nick Gordon. More poetry. The thing is, back in high school, senior year, I was really interested in poetry, especially during the poetry unit at my school. I'm not sure it's the same at every American school, but we spent a long time on it, and I actually liked it. But for some reason, I just stopped during the summer. I stopped mostly throughout this year. I didn't read anything, but so far, Lenny's, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm gonna start reading this one because honestly, Lenny, she kind of sold me. She sold me on this book. Well, on this man, actually. On this man. I mean, Gotta support my gay icons, right? Anyway, who else? Definitely more poetry. Oh my gosh, there's this one poetry I also want to get it's called She by Saul Williams, I believe, or Saul Johnson's. I will definitely have to link this down below, but that book I really want to read. Well, poetry that I really want to read. I already read Said the Shotgun by him, and I feel like I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done through the Yellow Wallpaper. What else? There's a few poetries I'm missing that really hit me. Oh, well, actually, it didn't really hit me. I already wrote a review about it. I give it about, what, 3 stars, 2.5 stars, Milk and Honey. Yeah, so far I already read that one, but I really want to incorporate more and practice my annotating skills. So far, that's it. Oh! And a few books I'm waiting for next year. Let's talk about that, okay? So far, I already have a few. Actually, there's 2 major ones I really want. And it's actually the fourth the 4th book in the Captive Prince series by C.S. Pack. You guys, I actually have the 3rd book somewhere. And I'm halfway done. I know. I'm late to everything. But you guys, this shit is good. It has political intrigue. You know, gay love, a little bit of erotica. Well, it builds up, but you guys. Oh, and I'll post Andrea's review about it, because there's some controversies, about it, just to let heads up, triggered if you're triggered. And what else? Oh, the novella. Oh, a novella. A Court of Starlight, or is it A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. It's the novella. It's going to be an installment. You guys, I have so many theories about this book. I have no clue what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to go all more in shit, because, where we left off in the last book. I wonder if they're going to find out who the father is. Well, we know who the father is, but let's hope that they find out about each other. Big ass secrets. But honestly, I live for drama, and I know it's gonna be the final installment for Farrah and Rhysand, my babies. But honestly, I'm kind of nervous. Hopefully, I see more of them. But I really, really was hoping that we continue with their story, and it's gonna be a while. I really love that series. But so far, that's it. That's it, folks. But last and not least, Happy New Year. I probably said that at the beginning, but honestly, bye-bye.